setting in college football. And even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the home-standing Washington Huskies. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball.
All out of space. He's at the and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. I'm so looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really
going for it all. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Back to pass, it's Washington. Grabbed over the middle, it's White.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. Early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving. Great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Finds his man. It's Howard. After the filthy move, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Terrapins.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. They're going back to the ground. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front.
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position of Houston.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense comes out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. All kinds of time before he fires right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Washington. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Manning. He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Manning. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets enough. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It'll be third and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Mims. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, Nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Hale. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it's not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The corners are walked up tight. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Looking to move the chains, Washington now on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field to catch the defense off guard.
Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Buying some time. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got the facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the ground, it's Washington. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
52, Maryland, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Washington. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start